Hello guys, Mr. Agophobia. Today I have a build for the global event for Reanimated. It's only just gone live. I'm already 50 ranks into it, guys. I've already got all the rewards, and this build is just so satisfying to use. Like, it's just explosions and explosions from getting headshots easily. But if you're new to this game, guys, and you don't know how to activate the global event, I'll show you this now. So you just go on the pause menu, you go to seasons, and you see the battery part leagues active and the reanimated event. So you click on the event and you see rewards there. When you level up you get a star, so I've leveled up 51 times already. So I already have all the rewards. It says claimed. So if you don't know how to activate it, it says at the bottom here, it says deactivate for me. It will say activate for you if you don't know how to. But that's all you have to do, guys. Just press activate and it'll have a loading screen, and then it'll be active for you. But if you like my content, guys, like and subscribe, and I'll show you the build now. So the first piece of gear that I'm using is the mask, which is Hunter's Fury. 2 piece is 15% shotgun damage and 15% SMG damage. 3 piece is 20% armor on kill and 50% health on kill. And 4 piece is Apex Predator. Enemies within 15 meters receive a debuff, amplifying your weapon damage against them by 20%, which is a hell of a lot of damage. Killing a debuffed enemy with your weapon disorients other enemies within 5 meters and amplifies weapon damage by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times still. That's a ton of damage. Core attribute is 15% weapon damage. Attributes are 10% headshot damage. Mod is 10% headshot damage as well. Our second piece of Hunter's Fury is the holster. Core attribute is 14.9% weapon damage and 10% headshot damage. Our third piece of Hunters are the knee pads. Core attribute is 15% weapon damage and 8.4% headshot damage, but remember you can max all these out, guys. So our final piece of Hunter's Fury is the gloves. Core attribute is 15% weapon damage and 10% headshot damage. The chest piece we're using is the Chain Killer chest piece, the named Walker and Harris piece. For 1 piece you get 5% weapon damage, which is always good. Core attribute is 15% weapon damage. Attributes are 10% headshot damage, 8% weapon handling, 10% headshot damage. Mod, Perfect Headhunter. After killing an enemy with a headshot, your next weapon hit within 30 seconds deals an additional 150% of that killing blow's damage. Damage is capped to 800% of your weapon damage. This is raised to 1250% if your headshot damage is greater than 150%. So I'm using the Nemesis, guys, as a secondary, because it says here, after killing an enemy with a headshot, your next weapon hit within 30 seconds deals an additional 150% of that killing blow's damage, which the Nemesis does 100% weapon damage. But it's really not necessary with this global event, guys. It already has new multipliers. What they did, because they changed it in the previous Project Resolve. I'll show it up on the screen now for you. Reanimated, it does triple explosion range. The explosion damage is increased by 50%, and enemy headshot weakness increased by 50%. So you do loads and loads and loads of damage, and you just feel like a god, guys. It's ridiculous, right? You'll see it in the background of the gameplay. But that's the chest piece. Then our final piece is Memento, the exotic backpack. Core attributes are you get a red 15% weapon damage, a blue core and a skill tier. The mod is 10% headshot damage, and if you don't have this backpack, kill confirmed. Enemies you kill drop a trophy on death. Collecting trophies provide both a short and long term buff, the first of which scales with the number of core attributes equipped and lasts 10 seconds. So red cores is 5% weapon damage, blue cores is 10% bonus armor, and skill tier is 5% skill efficiency. So we have 6 reds, so when we pick up a trophy we'll get 30% weapon damage for 10 seconds. We only have 1 blue core, so we'll get 10% bonus armor and skill efficiency, guys. For every trophy collected, gain an additional 1% weapon damage, so that's 30%, 1% skill efficiency, so that's 30% skill efficiency, and 0.1% armor regen for 300 seconds, which is 5 minutes, and 3% armor regen, guys, because its max stacks is 30. But if you don't have the exotic backpack, I'd recommend going with a Providence backpack. I'll show you now. I'd recommend that Providence backpack. like this, 15% headshot damage, core attributes. All you want is Bloodsucker, guys. Killing an enemy adds and refreshes a stack of 10% bonus armor for 10 seconds, max stack is 10. Because this build is so good with this global event, you'll always have bonus armor if you use Bloodsucker. But I prefer to use Memento on this build because you get all sorts of bonuses from it. But it's personal preference. If you have both, I'd recommend Memento, but if you don't have the exotic, just go for Bloodsucker and headshot damage. That's all you need. So my primary weapon is the M870 shotgun. Core attributes are 15% shotgun damage, 12% damage to armor, and 10% damage to targets out of cover. And the talent is Pummel, 3 consecutive kills, refills the magazine and grants 40% weapon damage for 10 seconds. This is a really good talent, guys, but mainly we're using the pistol. You'll one-shot all the enemies basically. So the mods I've got there, guys, on the right. So like I said before, I'm using as a secondary is the Nemesis exotic marksman rifle. Core attributes are 15% marksman rifle damage, 111% headshot damage, and 10% damage to targets out of cover. And the talent is shots fired deal 0 to 100% weapon damage based on how long the trigger is held before releasing. So this it is perfect with Headhunter, but those are the mods with that sniper rifle as well. And then our main gun we're using, guys, is the D50 pistol. This is absolutely ridiculous in this build. So the core attribute is 15% pistol damage, 9% damage to targets out of cover. And yes, guys, we're using Determined. After killing an enemy with a headshot, the next shot landed on any enemy will be a guaranteed headshot. And remember, the enemy headshot weakness is increased by 50%, so you'll do way more damage than you're really meant to. Guys, so you'll one-shot all the enemies basically. I went up about 50 ranks in about 2 hours, guys, just like casually playing, doing solo control points. So give this build a go, guys, it's really good. So the main skill that we're using is the Bulwark Ballistic Shield. We're tier 3, guys, because we have a blue and a yellow from Memento, and we're using Technician, which is a skill tier, so we're tier 3. We have a bit of a tanky shield, and this is just good with pistol build. So the second skill, I'm just using the decoy. You throw it on tier 2 because Memento and Technician. You just throw it and the enemies just shoot your decoy. It's just an easy way to get your first kill, to start chaining the headshots. So this is the build, guys. We have 4-piece Hunter's Fury. This isn't anything new. This has been out for ages, this kind of build. I use this on like speedruns and stuff like that. But 4-piece Hunter's Fury, all headshot damage and 6 reds. All weapon damage and headshot damage. And we have the named Walker and Harris chest piece. Perfect Headhunter. And we have the exotic backpack Memento. But like I said, if you don't have this backpack and you're kind of new to the game, just run Providence backpack with the talent Bloodsucker. It'll give you loads of bonus armor and you'll have loads of survivability, because remember, you get 20% armor on kill as well. We have the shotgun for a main gun. We have the Nemesis as a secondary, but all we'll be using, guys, is just the D50 because it's absolutely stupid, like the damage you do, and because of the multipliers of this global event, you'll do super damage. I'll show you, even in a 4-man team, you'll still one-shot all the enemies. It'll be in the gameplay in the background. But yeah, this build is absolutely ridiculous. I'll show you the stats now. So this is just a shotgun. We have 146% headshot damage. Like I said, easy to get 3 kills to activate Pummel, but we're using pistol mainly. So the Nemesis is 254% headshot damage, and the pistol is 201% headshot damage. Just try and reach above 150% to get the damage from Headhunter. That's all you need, guys. So the specialization we have is the Technician. The reason I'm using the Technician is obviously because of the skill tier you get. It's always helpful. And we have 15% shotgun damage, 15% marksman rifle damage, and 15% sidearm damage. But that's mainly why we're using it, because we get skill tier, so we'll have a bit more of a tanky shield. But that is the build, guys, that I'm using, and I've already gone up 51 levels within like 2 hours. That's how good the build is. This is one of my favourite global events. But if you didn't know as well, if you go to here in the base, if you go to the seasons, You see the stars I have is 51, because like I just said, I leveled up 51 times. You can buy exotic caches, or you can buy legacy caches. If you're looking for System Corrupt, the gear set, you can get it from the legacy season caches or the Dark Zone, but very, very rare in a Dark Zone. Yeah, let me know what you think of the build, or if you've used this build before, let me know in the comments. But thanks for watching, guys, and happy hunting.